Good evening. Welcome to Tacks. I'm Zakka. Jacob, the Aam Aadmi Party has won the MCD election, 134 to the AAP, and the BJP getting 104. While it is a significant victory because the AAP has ousted the BJP, which had a 15-year-long reign at the MCD, it is not quite the kind of landslide that the Aam Aadmi Party was hoping for. Also, the recent corruption allegations seem to be hurting the party because both in Manish Sisodia and in Satyendra Jain's constituencies, the AAP lost. So, what is the big takeaway, the big message from the MCD elections? Is Kejriwal's writ now going to be unchallenged going further in Delhi? And more importantly, now the Aam Aadmi Party can claim its own version of double engine ki sarkar with its party's government both in the state as well as in the MCD. So, that means no more excuses for not solving Delhi's problems, whether it is pollution or the garbage crisis. But first, the story so far.
बीजेपी का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, इसमें मैं कांग्रेस का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, मैं सबका सहयोग चाहता हूं। सबके सहयोग से हम दिल्ली को ठीक करेंगे।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बहुत अच्छा चुनाव लड़ा। दिल्ली के लोगों ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के ऊपर भी भरोसा जताया है। हमने 39% वोट लिए।
प्रचार प्रसार की जीत हुई है और जो जनता के विषय थे, जो मुद्दे थे, वो शायद अभी भी दबे रह गए।
All right, so the big takeaways of the MCD election. Joining me was a very special guest. I spoke to him a little earlier in the day today. Raghav Chadha is the Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament and also Delhi boy. Thanks very much for speaking with us, Raghav. The BJP's 15-year reign in the MCD has come to an end. I want to first know from you, how do you see this victory today? Yes, may not have been as much of a landslide as you thought or you hoped it was. Are you tempered by that fact? Or is a win a win? In politics, you go past the halfway mark of 125, you are the winner. It's a winner takes all, first past the post system.
Every single person who calls Delhi its home for once again, blessing the Aam Aadmi Party and blessing Mr. Kejriwal with an opportunity to serve them. Till now, whatever responsibility that was given to Mr. Kejriwal as Chief Minister, be it electricity, be it the sector of healthcare, education, water, so on and so forth, Mr. Kejriwal has delivered. And this time, the people of Delhi have rewarded Mr. Kejriwal with an additional responsibility of cleaning Delhi, of making Delhi a clean, green, beautiful city by giving him an opportunity to work in the MCD. For the last 15 years, as we all know, the BJP was running a completely rotten and corrupt administration. People of Delhi have uprooted the BJP and installed a clean party, that is the Aam Aadmi Party. And I think the one big message, Zakka, from this entire election is that the politics of abuse, falsehood and levelling baseless allegations to digress from the real issues, that dirty politics today stands defeated, and politics of issues and uprightness has won today. I think today, by virtue of casting the vote, the people of Delhi have spoken and they've told the BJP in no uncertain terms who is Kattar Imandar and who is Kattar Beiman.
But Raghav, the BJP is also pointing to the fact that their number is a respectable one. It's above 100. They are saying also that the issue of corruption seems to be hurting the Aam Aadmi Party because both in Mr. Manish Sisodia's constituency as well as in Mr. Satyendra Jain's constituency, the Aam Aadmi Party has lost.
First of all, this assessment is inaccurate. I think in Manish Sisodia ji's constituency, we have won one ward and I think we've lost either one or a couple of wards. But having said that, if this was an assessment, then Aam Aadmi Party has secured a majority. We are well above the majority mark. That means people of Delhi have overwhelmingly voted for the Aam Aadmi Party as it writ large from the results. Number two, if I were to go by BJP's leaders and their constituencies, then you would be surprised to know that the BJP's own state president, Adesh Gupta's own assembly constituency, BJP lost all the wards. Every single ward was lost by the BJP. So what does this show? So I think this is a very puerile and a very convenient way of looking at things for the
Okay.
BJP. The big message is that BJP did everything possible and used every dirty trick in the book to stop Aam Aadmi Party. They roped in more than 7 chief ministers to come and campaign in Delhi, more than 17 union ministers and hundreds of members of parliament. The entire might of the BJP, the entire might of the national organization of the RSS, the CBI, the ED, the income tax. In fact, a con man suffering a jail term in Tihar jail was also roped in by the BJP.
Okay.
And all this was done to stop one man, Arvind Kejriwal, from winning this election.
So
and the people of Delhi blessed their own son, the eldest son in their family, that is Arvind Kejriwal, and rewarded him with an additional responsibility. I think people of Delhi have spoken. Politics of negativity, falsehood, abuse stands completely defeated today.
So
And
I want to ask you, where does the Aam Aadmi Party go from here?
Unsolicited advice.
Now, I'm asking you, where does the Aam Aadmi Party go from here? Because despite your best efforts in Gujarat, almost all exit pollsters have said that you will come back with just single digits. Your performance would be underwhelming. In Himachal, you didn't put up much of a fight in the first place. Are you in a position to become a national alternative to the BJP? Because by and large, you're now being seen as a two-state party. You're in power in Delhi, you're in power in Punjab. But to take on the BJP, you need to have a national presence. You are not even a national party up until now, at least.
The Aam Aadmi Party is a decade-old political party, and it is India's fastest growing political startup. The fastest growing political party that has been there in this country in the history of independent India. In less than a decade of our existence, we have 2 state governments, one in Delhi, one in Punjab. We have more than 10 Rajya Sabha MPs. We have MLAs in Goa. MLAs in Gujarat will happen tomorrow. We have a majority in the municipal corporation in Chandigarh. We have a majority in the municipal corporation of Delhi. And the sky is the limit. It's because people are blessing us. They are rewarding us with additional responsibility and seva. And Aam Aadmi Party, in its truest sense, is today the principal challenger to the BJP. This small municipal election, which got a national flavor and became a very high voltage election, where 2 political parties clashed, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, where BJP was the ruling party, Aam Aadmi Party was the challenger. In this straight fight, Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal defeated the BJP. And I think this is a reflection of what India's national politics is going to be, and how national politics of India is also going to become a Kejriwal versus Modi, BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party
of course,
politics. And
you would want to frame it that way going forward into 2024. But let's see. We'll leave it at that. Thanks very much, Raghav Chadda, for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. And congratulations on your victory. Yes, like I said, it's not an overwhelming mandate. It is a tempered down mandate. But how may this play out? We will wait and see. We'll now open this up to our guests who are joining us. Mudit Agarwal is Vice President of the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee. Abab Singh Grewal of the Aam Aadmi Party is joining us. Rashid Kidwai, author and journalist, and Kailash Adhikari is Director of Governance now. Mudit Agarwal, let me start with you, because one of the stories of this election is also that the Congress Party has been reduced to single digits. You had a 15-year reign of Sheila Dikshit, and Sheila Dikshit's party today is down to single digits, just 9 seats out of 250.
Zakka, if you remember, in 2020 election, in assembly election, Congress got 0 seats and only 4% to vote. So this time we have increased our tally by 8%, but we are disappointed with the result. We expected to do much better, at least in terms of vote percentage. As far as Kejriwalji's party, our party is concerned, their vote percentage reduced by 12%, and BJP's almost remained the same from 2020. I now hope and sincerely hope Mr. Kejriwal will get away from politics of mudslinging, name-calling, propaganda and advertisement, and actually now please deliver. He should no longer make excuses of not solving the pollution problem, the traffic problem in Delhi, the bad water quality problem in Delhi, the Yamuna pollution. He should stop all excuses and please convert Delhi into London and Paris like he
Okay,
has always said he would
on
do.
that I agree
But-
with you. Now
but
there
just
is no
one
excuse
second,
for
just
not
one
working.
second.
But one
Zakka,
second,
just
let
one
me also
second.
get
But
Shehzad
I'm telling you,
Poonawalla.
Zakka.
One second, give me 1 second. Let me get
Second.
Shehzad Poonawalla into the
Just 10
into the
seconds,
conversation. The fact is, Shehzad, that the 15-year reign of the BJP in the MCD has come to an end. You may say we have a respectable figure, 104 is not a bad figure. And of course, Aam Aadmi Party was saying that they will get 150, they will get 200. Fact of the matter is a win. Today they are 134, you're 104. You got to concede at least that much to them.
No, I am happy to, first of all, with all humility at my command, to accept the verdict that the people of Delhi have given us. There are learnings in this for us, clearly. After 15 years, they have managed to get 30 odd councillors more than us. And I think there is a learning in it for us. But as much as that is the truism, let me also show you something else.
MCD का लिख देता हूँ MCD का लिख देता हूँ
What is
अच्छा
it?
एमसीडी का भी
एग्जैक्ट लिख देता हूँ MCD के चुनाव में बीजेपी की 250 में से 20 से कम
MCD के चुनाव में केजरीवाल said हमारी 250 में से 20 से कम आएगी. Nobody gave us a chance till yesterday. All the exit polls were saying ये तो गए.
Okay.
After that, we have reached 104. We're 30 odd short of the Aam Aadmi Party. What does this tell you? That while there must have been some amount of incumbency against us for the last 15 years, and true, there are some weaknesses in the organization, true, but the 8 years government of Arvind Kejriwal is also suffering from anti-incumbency to the extent that what they were expecting hasn't delivered. Secondly, what Mudit was rightly saying, from 52%, 53%, they are down to 42%, whereas we, from 2017 to 2020 to 2022, we have increased our vote share
No, but
progressively.
you've gone
And
from
lastly-
37 to 39%. That's not a great
well, then
jump.
that can't be said that people have rejected us.
No. People have rejected you
so-
because you, as you said, you're 30 seats short of the Aam
No,
Aadmi
Zakka,
Party. No,
we-
one second. Can
but
I
let
ask
me-
one
can I ask-
question? No,
right.
can I ask one question? And that is, when in 2017 in Gujarat you went down from 120 seats to 99 seats, everybody said it's a tempered down verdict, but a win is a win, right?
No, but we
it's
did
the same thing.
But see, now again you're comparing two different sets of equations. I'll tell you why.
So you are also comparing Assembly and MCD.
No, I'm not comparing Assembly and MCD. I am comparing the people of Delhi and how they've been voting for both BJP, Congress and Aam Aadmi, all three, in election after election. And what is clear is that the mandate that the people of Delhi gave to Aam Aadmi Party just 2 years ago has eroded. And
Sure.
let me give you one more.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing on
just
that.
one last statistic.
Okay.
Satyendra Jain, 0 out of 3 wards.
Yeah.
Manish Sisodia, 1 out of 4. Kailash Gehlot, 0 out of 3. Amanatullah Khan, 1 out of 5. There is a message there that the politics of corruption and the politics of
I'll ask
overcommitment,
that
the
to
politics
Abab
of
Singh
Tushtikal have been
Grewal.
rejected.
I'll ask that to Abab Singh Grewal, but I think before you came, Raghav was on the debate, and he said by that same logic...
He was on a
one second.
one-on-one.
Yeah, he was on a one-on-one,
One-on-one,
a pre-recorded one-on-one, which I said to my viewers. By that same
I've
logic,
something
under
to say on
Adesh
that.
Gupta's constituency, BJP lost all wards. But anyway, be that as it may.
May I just answer this very
Let me ask,
quickly?
one
May I
second,
just answer
let
this
Abab
very
Singh
quickly?
Grewal, and then I'll come back to you, Shehzad.
Okay.
Abab Singh Grewal, the BJP is saying, and rightfully so, you may call it narrative spinning or whatever. The fact is that in Satyendra Jain's constituency, you've not won a single ward. In Manish Sisodia's constituency, you've won 1 out of 4. In Kailash Gehlot's constituency, you've not won a single ward. The corruption allegations are hurting the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, Mr. Jacob, the fact is that firstly, we humbly accept the verdict given by the people of Delhi, and despite all the machinations, we wish and we pray that the BJP now accepts this verdict and let's allow democracy to prevail, and let's not start Operation Lotus in Delhi from tomorrow morning. Number one. Number two, the Congress has pointed out very rightly that now talk about the issues. We will talk about the issues, and we are ready to talk about them, and we are ready to take responsibility. And like Mr. Kejriwal said, that anybody or everybody who's been chosen, who's lost, who's done ever, I'll work for you first. And we seek the blessings of the Prime Minister. As far as the BJP is concerned, I'm sure you can trust the BJP to turn a defeat into a masterstroke. Seriously, 30 seats short. You've been decimated. 15 years of rule. You've been thrown out. And now, despite of your delaying the elections by about 9 months, and despite you changing the rules according to your wishes, you have been decimated. You should realize one thing, that this politics that you've been doing for so long has its limits. And I'm from Punjab, and I felt so proud when Mr. Bhagwant Mann stood right next to Mr. Kejriwal today, because we've got something to offer, sir. And secondly...
No. So one second, Mr. Grewal, give me 10 seconds. You said now, yes, politics of performance will be the barometer. for the longest time, Delhi's pollution problem, just hear me out, 10 seconds. Delhi's pollution problem, Mr. Kejriwal said, जब हमारी सरकार पंजाब में बन जाएगी, दिल्ली में प्रदूषण बंद हो जाएगी. We haven't seen that happening. We haven't seen that happening.
There's a serious misconception that stubble burning causes the majority of pollution problems in Delhi. The pollution problems in Delhi, the stubble burning. Sir, let me finish. Sir, can I finish?
Okay, let him finish. Let him finish. One at a time. Let him finish. Yeah.
What is he saying now?
Yeah. Let him finish. Let him finish. Yeah.
Laughable.
That's 12 to 18%. Number two, we are going breakneck speed to set up.
Pollution in Delhi was only due to
Mudit Saab, एक second. Please give him 30 seconds. I'll come back to you after that. Let Mr. Grewal finish.
Can I finish? First of all, we are setting up plants all over Punjab where the parali will be taken care of and will be made out of energy, number one. Number two, we are taking initiatives in the neighboring state Haryana as well because the farmers are very cooperative over there as well. Okay. Number three, we are trying to solve the groundwater problem. And number four, the people who have been rejected, who are living in a world of their own, who still feel that they will somehow unite the nation while traveling in AC buses, well, they should not start blaming us.
Okay.
Bapu traveled in third class. Traveled in third class.
Okay, I'll come back to the political spokesperson. Give me 2 minutes because I've got Rashid also there. I've got Kailash Adhikari also there. Rashid, the fact of the matter is that today, in Delhi at least, the Congress is as good as, I wouldn't say non-existent, but it's a pale shadow of what it used to be during Sheila Dikshit's time. And she has been gone out of power for the last 10 years plus now. And yet, there are no signs of any revival of the Congress party. Congress party is down to 9 seats. When always the prevailing wisdom in Delhi was that there is a residual Congress vote which will never go. Yes, you didn't get any MLAs last election and the election before that. But the fact is, even the residual vote now seems to have gone lock, stock and barrel with the Aam Aadmi party.
Absolutely, Zakka, it's a very serious situation. And look at that 9 councillors who have won, 7 of them are Muslims, so they have won from Muslim-dominated seats. So this is also going to enhance that kind of tag that Congress is a party which is getting sizable minority votes or Muslim votes, etc. And that would become slightly problematic if the BJP or Aam Aadmi party starts targeting Congress on that count. Okay. So Congress has multiple challenges and it's actually run out of ideas also.
Okay. And this whole idea that some kind of a Bharat Jodo Yatra is going to help it revive its electoral fortunes, that is certainly not happening. It might revive, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's image, but certainly in terms of electoral fortunes, you haven't seen that in MCD. Surely I don't see any great earth-shattering stuff happening tomorrow in Gujarat or Himachal.
So all eyes are on Himachal. If the Congress can get Himachal, then that will be some kind of face saver. It will be packaged as. But if they lose Himachal also, then I think Bharat Jodo Yatra will come under a lot of criticism, even from within.
This is where I find the logic extremely amazing. Rahul Gandhi is insulated from the result in Gujarat because after all, Bharat Jodo did not go to Gujarat. He just went there for one day. But if by some chance Congress wins Himachal, then the credit should go to Bharat Jodo.
Credit has many fathers and failure is
has none. But anyway, Kailash, let me get a quick word from you. One of the things, again, I keep going back to this, is this halo of, and Mr. Kejriwal keeps saying again and again, hum kattar imandar hai. If that were the case, you cannot argue but that Satyendra Jain's constituency, Sisodia's constituency, Kailash Gehlot's constituency, if the Aam Aadmi party has lost wards there, then that halo of Kattar Imandar has taken a beating or two.
Absolutely, Zakka, it has taken. And also, if you go to see the kind of win that the Aam Aadmi party had projected, during the course of the elections, it has not got that. It is after 15 years that the BJP is out of power in the MCD, and that too by a fraction of just 30 seats. I mean, as per what was projected in the various exit polls and what was propagated by the Aam Aadmi party, the BJP has put up a very solid front. And apart from that, also the kind of communication that the Aam Aadmi party is doing, that let's take it as a referendum, a national referendum or a state-wise referendum, I think that's very foolish on their part, because come tomorrow, the results of 2 states are out, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, and we'll see that, whose referendum is what. So, having said that, although the Aam Aadmi Party has registered a victory in the MCD polls, but it is not a victory that they would have liked to see, or at least what they had communicated during the course of the election.
Okay, Shehzad, since we are comparing, between Assembly and MCD, I also have a report card of the constituencies under various parliamentary constituencies. And obviously, all our viewers know that all 7 MPs are from the BJP. Only Gautam Gambhir and Manoj Tiwari have a strike rate of more than 30%. The remaining 5 MPs, Meenakshi Lekhi, Mr. Parvesh Verma, Mr. Hansraj Hans, all of them have a strike rate of less than 30%, which means 1 out of 3 seats in their constituency they have won. The remaining 2 have gone to Aam Aadmi Party.
All of these are going to be analyzed and introspected upon by the party, obviously, because it reflects that there is a lack of organizational capability lacking somewhere. That needs to be looked at. Lack of communication, that needs to be looked at. And overall, we need to look at the fact that, yes, it was a tough battle after 15 years. But we could have, maybe if there would have been more votes that were polled, we polled less than 2017, maybe the results would have been different. But that can't be a salvation point for us. We need to look into where we've gone wrong. We take elections very seriously. So we're going to introspect this. But having said that, can I ask you another question? 3 ministers in their total wards, only 1 seat is won. Is it a repudiation of the so-called Delhi model, or is it the corruption charge? The Aam Aadmi Party should answer this. Either is these 3 ministers and the taint on them which has been put by the courts, because the courts haven't given them relief, or else if they say that this is a victory for the Aam Aadmi Party model, where did that model disappear in the constituencies of their 3 ministers?
No, but the Delhi model seemed to have worked in other parts of Delhi, which is why they are back in power.
These are ministers.
Yeah, fair enough. No, on that point, I completely agree with you. On the 3 ministers, against whom there are corruption allegations.
Let me just add one statement.
If they have lost, yes, it is a reflection that those corruption allegations are hurting. Absolutely.
But the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson is unwilling to accept it. In fact, Sanjay Singh came and said कि ये तो कट्टर ईमानदारी के लिए verdict है. That's what we are saying. Don't be dishonest with the verdict. This is not a verdict for your कट्टर ईमानदारी. That the court will decide.
Mr. Grewal, this is something that is going to haunt you. That in Sisodia's constituency, in Jain's constituency, in Kailash Gehlot's constituency, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to have lost a majority of wards. And that is a problem.
Yes, in Mr. Jain's constituency, they've won all the wards, but they kept the local MLA out. They kept him in prison and they did all their antics. In Mr. Sisodia's area, the margin is between 180 and 400 votes at the max. And Mr. Gehlot, it's the same story. Number 1. Number 2, they have tried to sling mud at us, sir. It is not sticking. It is not sticking. They gerrymandered, they postponed the elections, they combined the MCD, they wanted a mayor to be standing in front of Mr. Kejriwal, now he's going to be our guy. They've tried their best. And the second, more important part is that Mr. Modi doesn't have a number 2. Mr. Amit Shah can say whatever, but all over India there's no number 1.
What is that? What relevance does that have to? What relevance does that have to the MCD election result?
Yes. Let me give a relevance. That the relevance is this: that in Gujarat, Mr. Modi says, "Vote for me, don't look at the MLA." In Himachal, Mr. Modi says, "Vote for me, don't look at the MLA." In MCD, BJP says, "Vote for Modi, don't look at the MLA." Well, we have challenged Mr. Modi with a probe.
Okay. One second. Mudit Agarwal to respond, and then one second. I'll come back to you.
Skip the question. Is it the corruption thing,
fair
or
enough.
is it the failure of the Delhi model?
Let Mudit Agarwal. Mudit Agarwal. Yes.
And look at this. The Congress is being supported by the BJP.
Okay.
Come on.
Mr. Grewal, I've heard you. Yeah. Let Mudit has been waiting patiently. Let him respond. Yeah. Yes, Mudit.
I'm going to make 2 points and kindly do not interrupt. You have given everyone enough time and not me. First point. As per the interview of Mr. Chadda, all he's suggesting is there is no need for the courts now. If anyone who wins an election, that means all the charges are done away with. Is that the position you're going to take in a democracy? Just because you have won an election, that means all charges of corruption have gone. So that is one point. The second, even the more important point, look at what our party has been saying about BJP's performance in MCD. Let's take our party's version and that BJP hasn't performed at all, which is actually true, but they still got a lot of votes. And same goes for our party, what BJP and Congress have been saying for our party, that they haven't performed at all. Look, Delhi has become a worse state to live in the last 8 years. Still they got votes. So what in India we should be worried about is this decoupling of development and getting an electoral victory. somewhere over a period of last 10-15 years, that has been decoupled. And
hang on one second. How have you come to that conclusion? How have you come to that conclusion?
I tell you.
By that logic, then Congress party should be winning election after election because you're the ones who are giving Vikas all the time.
You listen to me.
I don't understand your logic.
What did I say?
No, your logic is flawed, sir.
I said, please listen, have some patience, okay? Have some patience. I said electoral performances and development agenda have been decoupled. And that's the serious issue which we need to worry about.
So please tell me, why did the Congress party relegate itself to 9 seats? Please tell me. If the Congress's version of development was something that people of Delhi and people of Gujarat should be so happy about, then why isn't the Congress getting the kind of numbers that you're hoping that it would get? You're down to 9 seats, 9 wards. You're not even in double digits in a city that you ruled for 15 years.
Zakka, that's my whole point. That's exactly what I said. Right now, electoral performances and doing development are not connected in India any longer.
So, by that logic, Sheila Dikshit model also would have been rejected by the people of Delhi. Yet she ruled for 15 years.
It's happening over the last 10 years. That's something which is
seriously
happening in
if you want to come up with excuses, Mudit Saab, please, let's have a very civil conversation here. If you want to come up with excuses, one second. If you want to come up with excuses for why the Congress party is not able to revive its fortunes, please come up with better ones. To say that people have dealing... Yeah, are you telling me the people of Delhi are idiots? They're just voting for Hindu-Mussalman. Come on. Please have some logical arguments.
Anyway, Zakka, please don't talk to me that way.
I'm sorry. I'm not...
What did I say?
No disrespect to you, but I'm sorry, your logic is absolutely flawed. Today, if the Congress party had 50 seats, I would have been willing to buy your logic. Today, the Congress party has less than 10 seats in a city where you ruled for 15 years. Surely there must be something wrong in what the Congress is offering the people of Delhi. Anyway, that besides the point. That besides,
we are not wrong.
Sir,
I'm saying,
the problem is people who live in glass houses. The problem is that people who live in glass houses say that everybody around me has a stone. But the problem is not that I'm in a glass house. Anyway, once second. I want to come back to Shehzad. Shehzad. I will take one point. One second, Mr. Agarwal. I've spent enough time with you. Let me go to Shehzad. One of the points that Mr. Grewal made, I think it's a valid one. In Delhi, as of today, you do not have a political personality who can take on Mr. Kejriwal. In Gujarat, of course, there is the emotional connect with the Prime Minister, even if he's not on the ticket, even if he's not fighting, for the assembly elections, or he's not fighting to be the Chief Minister. There is that emotional connect. People will still vote for Modi. In Delhi, though, you need a local face who can take on Arvind Kejriwal, and as of today, you don't have one.
Well, but what is the shame in accepting that perhaps we need to improve on that area?
Of course.
Of course. So there's nothing embarrassing for me to acknowledge that.
No. So the point that Mr. Grewal was making is that every vote can't be for Modi. You need strong...
I pretty much was part of this entire campaign. We didn't ask for votes in the name of Mr. Modi. Let me be very clear and candid. We asked that 15 years, we have built 15,000 parks, we've built 9 hospitals, we are giving some services to the people of Delhi. Please vote for us. This was our primary campaign. Then there were issues of corruption, which are propriety and charitraka issues. We raised those issues and we got whatever we got. If you are saying we lack a better leadership, of course we're going to brainstorm on it. But having said that, Zakka, think of it from this way. 15 years, some of our organizational and leadership issues at our end, all their campaign, their ad money, Punjab government, Delhi government spending tons of money on social media, on everything. Yet they got just 30 more seats there.
No, but that argument, they're also making that a dozen cabinet ministers they're out campaigning. You have 7 MPs out there campaigning. They are making the same argument against you.
I'll address. Their Rashtriya Sayojak Arvind Kejriwal was campaigning. Our Rashtriya Neta Nadda ji was campaigning. They have 2 CMs, 2 out of 2 were campaigning. We have 18 CMs, 6 out of 18 were campaigning. So farak kahan hai, bhai? They also put their national leadership. We also put, because we take election seriously. We take it very seriously. But Zakka, imagine 15 years of serving people of Delhi. Yet, with all their money, with their 8 years government, with all the advertising power, Kejriwal ka chehra, Kejriwal ki sarkar, 30 seats more than us.
Mr.
30
Grewal,
seats more than us.
Mr. Grewal, that argument that they put
Those
6
are
chief ministers,
25 ka
dozen
dekhiye.
union ministers doesn't hold because you also threw the kitchen sink at MCD elections.
Bhagwant Maan was
Yeah.
all over.
Let me finish. First of all, the BJP accusing us of spending money, it's laughable, first of all.
Sir,
Number
you
two,
spend 1,000 crores on ads for one city-state.
let me
The
finish.
CAG has put it on record, 4,200% increase in the budget. You are the biggest ad spender.
No,
Let me finish.
while we in the television business always welcome ads, the fact is ads don't win elections. Okay, let's be very clear.
But ads ensure visibility. Ads ensure propaganda.
What wins elections is whether people
And
buy.
ads ensure one-on-ones.
Whether people buy what you have done and what you're promising to do. Anyway, Mr. Grewal, go on.
We threw the sink at you and we won. You threw the sink at us with all the stink in it, and you threw the pot at us as well. But we won. Number one. Number two, come on. BJP is accusing us of spending money. The Congress is accusing us of everything else. Well, you have won by appeasement. The BJP helped you, and the Muslims will realize soon enough that the Congress is done for, and their fake secular promises have nothing to do with anything.
No, but
they
Mr. Grewal, can I point you to a no? Once again, I'm not making a big issue out of an MCD election on this data point, but the fact is, in this MCD election, the Aam Aadmi Party, compared to the 2020 Assembly election, you have lost the Muslim vote by as much as 14 percentage points, and similarly, Dalit votes also. You've lost about 12 percentage points of Dalit votes, and most importantly, once again, can I just finish this? Most importantly, in many of the Northeast Delhi constituencies which were hit by the 2020 Delhi riots, your people have lost. So surely there is something to be said there as well. Like I said, it's a corporation election at the end of the day, so I don't want to extrapolate too much out of it. But the fact is, the share of support of the Aam Aadmi Party amongst Muslims and Dalits has fallen in this election.
Yes, because of all the machinations, the riots, 84 riots, and Rajiv Gandhi got a thumping majority. Sir, I'm from Punjab. I'm telling you, this is what they do. And can you imagine the BJP and the Congress getting together and making sure that they can divide the vote on religious grounds when they don't have anything to talk about? When we are saying, let's discuss the issues.
Okay.
This is what they've been trying.
Anyway, okay, 30 seconds, then I need to get
this
Rashid.
is coming on a day when we've seen the court frame charges against Tahir Hussain, saying that he orchestrated and masterminded the riots. And having said that, I have not got an answer. The 3 ministers' constituencies, did the Delhi model not work, or was it the corruption charge?
Anyway, so let me go to Rashid. No, Rashid. The point is, I want to look at the national picture. Obviously, you heard from Raghav also earlier on, where he said that this is going to set the stage for 2024. I'm not sure I entirely buy that, because the Aam Aadmi Party, even today, is a 2-state party. You have a government in Punjab, you have a government in Delhi. If Mr. Kejriwal needs to be a serious contender, a challenger to Mr. Modi in 2024, they need to start winning more and more states. Where do you see them do that between now and 2024?
I think, Zakka, it's a very tough call. I mean, the news of Congress demise is always, highly exaggerated. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Kejriwal's party does not have a single member of parliament of Lok Sabha till date. So unless they start winning Lok Sabha seats, you cannot have a national leader, because after all, it's parliament and it's office of prime minister that is the most sought after. So that presents, I think, there is a long way. And second thing, Zakka, the entire discussion, this focus on that mandate theory is rather problematic, because there is rule of law and there is mandate. So there is no correlation either way. I mean, whether it's not admission of guilt, it is not a kind of giving a clean check to an accused person.
No.
So that has to be maintained.
What I want to know, fine, they might be a small party, they might be constricted to just 2 states or whatever, but in the battle of narratives, surely a Modi versus Kejriwal would be enticing to the anti-BJP voter more than a Modi versus a Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, so Zakka, Mr. Kejriwal seems to be in a great hurry. He is, I think, he's in a VP Singh mold. He just wants to take all kind of political, shortcuts, grandstanding, everything. This is not to deny electoral victory that is there in municipal corporation. Okay. But a municipal corporation will remain a municipal corporation, not a Lok Sabha.
All right, I'll give Kailash the final word. At least one thing is clear, and I guess this trend will hold out tomorrow in Gujarat as well, that Bharat Jodo may be a political exercise, certainly not an electoral one, because there are no electoral benefits that are visible even in a corporation election or in a state election.
Absolutely, Zakka. More than Bharat Jodo, as I've always and I'll again reiterate, it has to be Congress Jodo. The thing is, Zakka, Congress's disconnect with the people has grown over a period of years. Your connect should grow. Here, the disconnect has grown.
Will you give me time to respond, Zakka?
So be
I will. Yes, I will. Let him finish though first, please.
Come on, Zakka,
let him finish though first,
fair.
please. I'm telling you the same thing that you told me. Please have some patience. Give me 30 seconds. Yeah. Let Kailash finish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You may not want to listen, but our viewers will want to. No, please.
Not fair.
I'm coming to you, Saab. I'm coming to you.
Sir, you're not letting me speak. That is not fair.
Yeah, Kailash, finish your point.
I never interrupted anyone.
Yeah, Kailash, finish your point.
Thank you, Zakka. So whether it's election by election, corporation, state, or any national election that we have seen, the disconnect is growing. And we have seen during the entire course of the Bharat Jodo Yatra also that nothing concrete has been reaped out of it. Tomorrow, when the elections results comes in for the state of Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, and as per what we go by the exit polls, it doesn't look very promising for them. So the thing is, any such yatra is actually done to have the connect with the voters, with the people of the India. Here, over a period of 8 years, since 2014, the only parts of the matter is that the disconnect is growing.
Okay. Mudit Agarwal, final word.
I hope you don't interrupt me again.
I don't have all the time in the world, but go on, yeah.
No, I know what you're going to do anyways. So my earlier point, let's look at that. So all I'm saying is, look at what our party has done. They've been going around town that they're going to win Goa, Uttarakhand, Himachal. You will get to know what happens in Himachal tomorrow. You see, it's all about narrative building by doing fake propaganda. That's exactly what is happening. They are actually scared of Bharat Jodo Yatra. If we are doing a Bharat Jodo Yatra, you should be supporting it. After all, it's so good for India, no? So why don't you support it? You see, you cannot, because the only thing you want to do is do Congress bashing, which our party is free to do. Did our party ever stand with Congress when BJP were poaching our governments? So that's the fake narrative that Kejriwalji said. As far as what I was talking about, development in votes, you see, what I was saying was very simple thing in 10 seconds. There is no longer a connect between the fact that even if you don't do development, you can actually get votes. So this is a worrying sign which is happening in India now. This is the small point.
I fundamentally disagree. I fundamentally disagree with that. I think that just puts conventional electoral politics on its head. But anyway, let's agree to disagree. I have to wrap up the show. Thank you very much to all our guests. I'll take a quick break. That was the news around the MCD election up until now. But as we take the break, let's hear a big news that we have for car owners.